Hey everybody, like the title says, this is Neon Comics, and we're going to be doing our first video today, our first YouTube video. So what I want to talk about today is three underrated, I guess, cards, and not cards themselves, but three underrated type of cards. And I'll get to them in a second. And after that, we're also going to do a quick. It's already been unboxed, so we're just going to show the card itself. It is 10,000 Dragon from a Battle Legend Armageddon, the Prismatic Rare. And man, it's a beautiful card. So we're going to show that today. It's already been sold, but we're going to see if it's a PSA 9 or a PSA 10. And we're going to go from there. Now, there's going to be some Pokemon in here, guys. It's not going to be strictly Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! It's going to be two different types of Yu-Gi-Ohs, two different types of, like I said, two different types of cards. And there's going to be a type of card. And by that, I mean if it's Japanese or if it's vintage, modern, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's jump into it. And what I think that is really underrated right now is Japanese promos. So Japanese promos have been going up actually. I actually sold Red's Pikachu recently, a Gem Mint 10. The reason that I think these are still underrated is because their print quality is really good. So the print quality is really good. You're bound to get 9s and 10s. Again, there's always an exception to the rule, but I mean, these were straight from a box, and these went straight to 10s. So this is actually, let's see if you can see the title. This is a 2017 Japanese promo. This is Ash versus Team Rocket, and it's a deck kit, and you can see right there. If you pay attention to it, you can see Ash right there in the background, and then you've got Pikachu here in the front, and then they've also got Mimikyu, Mimikyu GX, and it's going to be the same thing. You got Mimikyu there, and then you've got Team Rocket here in the back in the distance. The reason that these cards are undervalued, in my opinion, is they don't make these in America. These are direct Japanese promos. They're not gonna well, I mean, they could re-release them, but it's been 3 years, so they haven't re-released these. When this set came out originally, it was a limited time set, and this was maybe about a $20 to $30 set. My brother actually picked this up in Japan when he was overseas, and he brought a deck home. So grabbed these straight to PSA, and they came back 10s. So right now, I want to say they go average maybe about 100, 150 in Gem and 10s. I've seen them even at 150, closer to 200. But I mean, they've shot up. When, like I said, when this first came out, the set itself, it's a whole deck. You know, I'm gonna show you guys the deck. This is what it came in. That's the deck itself. So this was a 30th, I guess, the 30th anniversary. No, it can't be 30th, but still, this is pretty cool. I mean, this came for like 20, 30 bucks, 25 if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I mean, now it's about $100 set, but when it came out, it's only 30 bucks. So those two promos are worth more than the whole deck itself. And like I said, you buy that, even if you buy it $100, those two promos alone are worth more than that, and the print quality is great. You're bound to get Gem Mint 10. Again, you could get a 9, but for the most part, I've seen that these are easy 10s. So jumping into the next underrated type of card that I think people haven't really caught on to, and this is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! So vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! But mid stuff. Gem Mint 10's are already blowing up. If you guys look at anything like this, is a Magic Ruler first edition Black Illusion Ritual. I think I paid $10 for this on eBay. Maybe I think it was $12, $13 total because of the shipping and the taxes. But I mean, this was freaking cheap. It's a 7. It's a near mint 7. So obviously it's not a Gem Mint 10. It's not a 9 or anything like that. It's not a super high grade. But guys, this is the first edition Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, even if you think about it, equate it to if you picked up Pokemon near mint 7s, like anything that's near mint 7, that's first ed, base set, stuff like that. And Pokemon is still pretty pricey. And Magic Ruler is one of those early sets. It's an iconic set. And yeah, I mean, the card's beautiful. It's still a dope card. And like I said, if you can pick this up for 10, 15 bucks, it's not a big deal. Now, I would say get first edition. Don't go with the unlimited stuff, especially because, I mean, they still print it today. Konami has those legacy packs, and they still sell them, so I wouldn't do that. Also, on the same type of card, like I said, vintage Yu-Gi-Oh! Near Mint 8. I think I picked this up for 15 shipped. I mean, that's pretty much what it costs to grade the card. So in essence, I got the card almost for free. This is starter deck Pegasus, but still, I mean, that Griffin wing's really nice and is already graded. It's a near mint 8. I still think that if these cards are under 20 bucks slabbed, that's a no-brainer. I'd still pick them up from time to time. So yeah. So the second type of card is vintage Yu-Gi-Oh, first ed, and like I said, starter deck Pegasus, starter deck Yugi, starter deck Kaiba, stuff like that. I think that those cards in near mint 7s and 8s are still undervalued in comparison to their 10 gem and 10 counterparts. So something to look out for. And the last type of card that I would be picking up is for cross grading. A lot of people do this with Pokemon and they do this with sports. So BCCG, this is a Unlimited Flame Swordsman. It's not a first edition, but it is still an LOB. I mean, PSA 10s, these run you a couple $100 just because LOB in itself is such a popular what's it called, a set, and people still want it. I know it's not first ed, but I mean, I picked this up in one of those mystery boxes a few years ago, and this was in it. I think I paid $20, 25 for the actual mystery deck itself, and this was what I pulled. I could probably crack this and try to send, well, I'm gonna crack this and I'm gonna send this to PSA. If this comes back a 9 or a 10, I mean, I'm good. I'd be happy with that, because the first ed Flame Swordsman right now, and it's ridiculous the prices, guys, if you guys check out the comp prices. But I mean, a lot of people sleep on these. BCCG 10 mint or better, it's not preferred. These cases aren't that great, and obviously